Hey everybody, this is me getting ready to do this live reading here that someone requested. I haven't eaten breakfast. I was in bed. I had no intention of doing this initially, but when I woke up this morning, it just was on my mind. So obviously somebody really, really wanted to hear this. So why not? It's Good Friday, everybody, so happy Good Friday, I guess that's the greeting. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whomsoever should believe should not perish, but have everlasting life, right? So I'm just going to sit and, hi. I'm just going to start to get myself ready here. Already did my prayers early this morning, of course. But I have to get set up here. Thanks for joining me. As I do this, I may not be able to acknowledge everybody on the feed, but if I get a chance to look up and I see someone, I will definitely greet them. Excuse me, I'm eating ice cream and raisins because I should have ordered something or cooked something, and then when I realized that I hadn't and I had rescheduled it, we just gonna do it. So I just sent out the notification about a half an hour ago, so I'm not really expecting a whole bunch of people to show up, but it'll be available later. And for those of you who would like to get notified when these live events happen like this, spur of the moment, you have to hit the notification, subscribe, first of all, subscribe, and then hit the notification button so that you can get the live stream and be in the room when it happens. Okay, Ashe, thank you. I have the door to the house open because it's so warm down here, and I already have challenges with the heat, so I didn't want to start sweating in the middle of it, so liable to hear the mailman, and it looks like my son coming home for lunch. The mailman comes by and drops off the mail, and my son comes home for lunch. Sometimes, not all the time. When he's in the neighborhood, he'll stop by and then go right back out. Sometimes he brings mom food, but I didn't ask, so not gonna expect it. I know he's gonna be like, what are you doing this morning? Hi, good morning. Thank you for joining me. Good afternoon, I guess. Excuse my appearance, everyone. I just, like I said, ran down here and said, let me do this. I got this turban on, and I didn't want to look like the Sultan by putting this thing here in the front. So I put it to the side for cuteness, but now it's annoying. Okay. Calm down. All right. Hola. What's up? I'm on live right now, so don't say nothing slick. Leave it open. I need the air. Thank you. Just lock it behind you. Okay, so let's get ready here. I had taken all my cards upstairs last night because I was reading myself every now and then. I need to do that, so I had to transport everything else back down here this morning. Trying to be obedient to Spirit. Spirit said, do the reading. So that's what I'm going to do. So we'll be using the Romance Angel Oracle cards and the Journey of Love cards probably. And the numerology deck, the Native Spirit deck probably. I don't know about angel answers. We'll have to see as we go along. And the Goddess Guidance Oracle. Oh, the microphone. That might help. I don't know if y'all even heard a word I just said. But let me just get all hooked up here. I woke up pretty early, though, actually. I was just marinating in the bed and taking phone calls from folks who haven't spoken to me in a minute because I was being incognito. Okay. That should be all right. Okay. I'd like to start the reading with all of the cards facing in the correct direction. I don't look at the face of the card, but I can tell by the back of the card which is up and which is down. So I try to get them all straightened out, at least for the first, reading of the day. They still get mixed up by the time I finish shuffling and everything, but I just feel it gives it more of a chance of being in the upright if they're all upright when I first start to shuffle. But like I said, as time goes, the shuffle, anything. I got that card myself last night, so I know they were speaking to me, reminding me. Reminding me. Alrighty, so that's shuffled. Let's see, who else do we want to bring to this party? Okay, I think we're good. I think we are good. What's this? Oh, yeah. I found these cards on one of my altars downstairs yesterday. Day before yesterday. These are the Spanish cards. I always wanted to learn how to read the Spanish cards, but all of the instruction books for years were only in Spanish, and this is too much for me to understand in this context. You know, it's different when they're just, you know, doing conversation or whatever. This looks so weird. Okay, so hi, thanks for joining. So I found this book, don't ask me where, years ago in somebody's botanica. So I said, ooh, these are so interesting and very in-depth, but I'm not ready to share those with everyone yet. These are okay, somebody. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's start with this love bite. Get this other candle. Gemini. So, excuse me, y'all. So the Libra is the female. So we're going to do this reading since the female was the one that requested it. So we'll direct this reading as if it's for her. So she'll be the first 5 cards, and the Gemini will be the second 5 cards. I'll show you one. Thank you. Cards for Libra, female. Thank you. Okay. That was too many cards. That was craziness. Okay. All right, so far we have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And we have religious factors. We have trust and chemistry. And stay optimistic about your love life, Libra. Okay, very nice, very nice. Okay, so let's see if we can get 5 more cards for Gemini. Okay, Spirit, we have 4 cards for my client in regards to a Gemini male in her life. Please. One more card, please, for Gemini. See? Already 18 minutes in, and I know I've spent at least the last 8 or 9 minutes shuffling. Bottom of the deck, romantic feelings. Okay. So for your friend, for the male, Gemini, first card we got for him was reconciliation, finances and career, forgiving and learning, give your relationship a chance, this was in the reverse, and retreat, which was also in the reverse. Okay, so again, this could be the one. Religious factors for you. Trust, chemistry, and stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, so this situation appears that this could be the one and religious factors. All right, so maybe you're married or engaged to this person. And this situation is calling for you to have faith and trust but there is chemistry between the two of you, and they're asking you to stay optimistic about your love life. And for him, reconciliation, his first card fell under your card that said this could be the one. So, if you all are in separation right now, or you're in some type of upsetness, he is interested in reconciling. Finances and career fell under religious factors. You could have met each other at work or at church, or maybe the expenses of planning a wedding are getting a little out of hand for him, and he is trying to stick to a budget, or he doesn't know whether or not he can afford this ceremony or this relationship. Maybe he doesn't think he can afford you. That's what Spirit said to say. I don't know where that came from. Forgiving and learning over trust. So there was some disagreement here, and he would like for you all to learn how to forgive one another and trust, have faith in the relationship, excuse me. His card just to give your relationship a chance, in reverse, was directly under the chemistry. So maybe he feels that you're not working on the partnership right now. Again, maybe you all had some disagreement recently. And the last card was retreat. Time to disconnect from the world, but this was in reverse. Stay optimistic about your love life was directly above that for you. So maybe he hasn't been in contact with you. Maybe you all have separated or taken a break from one another. It's telling you to stay optimistic. But it seems like he's backed off. I'm getting, Spirit is saying it has something to do with money. Maybe I don't think that he lost his job. I just think that there was some disagreement about the way money's being spent, maybe. If it's not on a wedding, it's just in general, budgeting. Maybe he doesn't like how you're spending money or how you all are spending money, or maybe he's working a lot and that's why he's not around for the retreat here. Or maybe you feel he's not giving it a chance. Maybe you feel he's not giving the relationship a chance. Maybe you feel that you'd like to reconcile with him, but you feel that he's not giving the relationship a chance. Maybe you are ready to forgive and learn. This fell directly underneath the card that you had that said faith. So perhaps he's taken a hiatus, so to speak, from the relationship right now, and he's not giving the relationship a chance. But you all have good chemistry. and you'd like to reconcile. Perhaps this is a marriage. But I'm getting the feeling that the disagreement or the upset situation has to do with finances or work. I'm just going to say what Spirit said. Maybe there was someone at his job, someone from his past that he ran into and started spending more time at work. And that caused the upsetness because maybe you got jealous. Okay. All right, so let's see what the... And I know I can't reach it. I have to take this off for a second. Yeah, let's do dolphins and mermaids for this. See if we can get any additional guidance here about this situation. And Dolphins and Mermaids is by Doreen Virtue also. Okay, first card came here was explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities, and it's a good time to make changes. Okay. Dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. Self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. That fell between trust and forgiving and learning. And simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. That fell between chemistry and give your relationship a chance. No. All right, one more card, please, Spirit. Okay. Last card here, time to move on. Time to let go of old and worn out so that the new can come in. All right, babe. If you come by, feel free to bring me a burger.
Sorry?
I said, if you come back by, feel free to bring me a McDonald's or somebody. You don't have to, just if you do. See you later. Lock it. Attitude. Oh, okay. So here. All right, so the first card, explore your options, fell between this could be the one in reconciliation. Time to take a look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. Dream big, fell between religious factors and finances and career. Let go of small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. Self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. Fell between trust and forgiving and learning. Simplify your life. Fell between chemistry and give your relationship a chance in reverse. And time to move on. Fell between stay optimistic about your love life and retreat. So I think what's happening here is the Gemini he may feel that he's innocent, or that you need to forgive him for whatever it is, and he's not holding on to the guilt. That's the feeling I get. Like he doesn't feel guilty about anything that you may have thought happened. He may be thinking that you're imagining things. I got that when dream big and religious factors and finances. It could also be saying that, he's trying to work hard so that he can make more money to afford this wedding or whatever it is that he feels is a strain on his finances. And these two cards, simplify your life and time to move on, would give your relationship a chance in the reverse, and retreat in the reverse. Could mean that he's thinking about moving on, that he's thinking about making his life simpler, not having to deal with the guilt that you are putting on him. He feels that you're putting on him. That's something that you won't let go. Not saying that he did or did not do anything, because I don't know all of that. But it could be that he has met someone else at work, someone that he used to be involved with, and that's why he's exploring his options and thinking about making changes. All right. Let me take a look. Let's take a look at the It's interesting. Let me take a look at what the guidebook says about time to move on. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. By drawing this card, you're alerted to the fact that you need to make room for the new by letting go of the old. First, let go emotionally and intellectually. In other words, quit or say goodbye in your mind and heart. Once you do this, the physical letting go will happen naturally, in a peaceful and harmonious way. Ask heaven to help you make this transition. And don't plan, scheme, or worry about how you're letting go or a replacement will occur. Put all of your energy into prayer and faith, and leave the rest to the infinite spirit. You'll get definite guidance whenever it's the right moment to take action. Until then, stay lovingly detached from your old situation. So, that may be what he's doing. Staying detached and exploring his options. Self-forgiveness. That's interesting. You've been very hard on yourself lately, using harsh words towards yourself verbally or mentally. While it's healthy to hold yourself up to high standards, This card says that you're bordered on self-abuse. Occasionally, everyone makes mistakes, and it's normal to feel regret occasionally. What's important, though, is how you handle these mistakes. As you focus on your positive attributes, your self-esteem will increase and your stress level will be diminished. Remember that guilt is the opposite of love. Divine love helps everyone, everywhere. Affirm, I ask that all effects of my mistakes be undone in all directions of time, and I now release all guilt completely. I love my true self from top to bottom. And again, that fell between trust and forgiving and learning. This is, trust is faith. Forgiving and learning is releasing old wounds and enjoying the present moments. So, this could also be then, in the case of you, Libra, that you're exploring your options. But this dream brig fell underneath religious factors and finances and career. And I still keep going back to the idea that this is maybe a wedding or something that was too expensive or very expensive. And this is the problem between you two. So maybe what it's saying for you is that you don't feel any way guilty about wanting what you want. But you are willing to make some changes. That's why Simplify Your Life came up. So maybe you're willing to compromise in the interest of saving this relationship, because you know that he's ready to walk away. And you're optimistic that if you make those changes, that things will turn around. Okay. Well, let's go with that storyline. If I get any others, I'll speak about it. So, let's see what messages that we can get from the Conscious Spirit Oracle by Kim Dwyer. Let's see, what does the Conscious Spirit Oracle have to say about the situation for the Libra and Gemini? Okay. Earth Angel. I'm the guardian of Mother Earth and protect all who live on her. And this was kind of like this when it fell. Is there a mother-in-law problem? Or, yeah. Maybe mothers are getting involved in this. Okay. 44, integration. I combine my body, mind, spirit, and soul to lift all of humanity to a new dimension. So, I'm thinking that you have to you got to pray about this, but you do have to take some action. Maybe you can put in some more hours towards this event, some more hours at work, make some overtime money. Maybe you can talk to your mother-in-law to be and ask for them to give you some ideas and give you some help. You're in love, the root chakra. Okay, I have everything I needed to survive and grow on the physical plane. And that fell on top of trust and self-forgiveness and forgiving and learning. So, yeah, I feel that you really do love this person and that you want to forgive them and you want to forgive yourself for whatever you've done, accusing them of anything or putting too much of a financial strain on them, if that's it. Okay. Release. I release that does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love. And that was between chemistry, simplify your life, and retreat. So, there is something that you need to let go of. There is something that you need to change or let go of. Again, forgiving yourself for something that you may have done, or forgive him. Bright future, sun goddess, new beginnings, bright future. That fell on time to move on. Stay optimistic about your love life and give your relationship a chance in reverse for your partner. So, bottom of this deck is fire elemental. I ignite the fire within me that connects me to the divine. Again, you need to do some praying about the situation. And the bottom of that deck was pay attention. This was the mermaids and dolphins deck. Notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. So is this something that happens, is this habitual? You being suspicious of him? Financial challenges? Going back and forth? But you do have faith. I just think that this is a temporary something or other. Now, it does say time to move on. And new beginnings, sun goddess. But that fell underneath your stay optimistic about your love life. And his retreat in reverse. No. Your relation. No, this was here. Right. Retreat in reverse. So, maybe you need to move on from this issue. And you can do that by forgiving and learning. That would be the reconciliation. This could be the one. So this is something good. You have all good cards. This could be the one. Religious factors, trust, chemistry, and stay optimistic about your love life. And he does want to reconcile. But he's given up a little bit, I think. There's some changes that need to be made. And I'm getting the impression that it may be on your part about something that he's done or some attitude that he has that you just don't appreciate. But it's something that's weighing on, maybe this is weighing on his mind more than yours. Maybe he's more focused on the central issue and you're just like, what's this problem? And this is no different from any other fight that we've had or any other disagreement we had. But this may be giving him a reason to pause. So, perhaps you need to work on being more prayerful, releasing whatever this is, and moving on, starting all over again. Let it go. If you have to redo your wedding plans or invite less people, maybe the mother-in-laws are inviting too many folks and they're the cause of the problem. Maybe there's another way to rework your budget. Like I said, do some work, put some more overtime in. If these mothers want to invite other people, then maybe they need to start paying for the plates of the extra people that they're inviting that's causing stress in your relationship. Well, thank you, Rosa. Let's see. All right, so, yeah. I'm going to get a card from The Journey of Love by Alana Fairchild and Alana Fairchild Rasuli and Richard Cohen. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. Oh my goodness. All righty, here. Number 55, acceptance. And we know 5 is about changes, right? So it may be saying to you, or both of you, that you have to accept the changes in this relationship. Let's see what the book says. Whew. Okay, so this is Shakti. Shakti is divine feminine fire. She is the body awakened with light. She is the divine feminine, and she is the Kundalini, the energetic force that moves through us. Our Kundalini coming alive within us, we cannot remain as we once were. It's impossible. We may try to lead the same lives, be the same in our relationship patterns, and perhaps even behave differently, but it simply cannot be done. Soon our disguise slips, and people wonder, what happened to him? What got into her? We are on fire with the divine, and we cannot help ourselves. We are no longer satisfied at trying to be the good child or fearing we are the bad child. We know ourselves instead to be the divine child. That divine child lives fully and with passionate fire, not doing things the way they're supposed to be done, perhaps, but living instead from the heart. Our body may ache as we burn through old pain, and sometimes the light within may seem so bright it blinds us for the moment. But it will pass, and the misbehaving will suddenly be seen for what it is. The old rules just don't fit anymore. Don't plug a globe capable of illuminating the whole world into a bedside reading lamp without burning down the house. Best to let that light shine as it's meant to. In the big arena, Shakti is making your light grow, beloved. Be prepared to shine brighter. This oracle brings you a message. You're going through energetic shifts in your subtle anatomy because your energy body and physical body have already begun to merge with each other. The energetic shifts will affect your physical body too. It's always wise to consult a healthcare professional, but at least some of your physical challenges at the moment, from aches and pains to tiredness, are due to this energetic awakening. Take responsible actions as you feel it is necessary, such as tending to your physical well-being with healthcare that feels supportive, but also remember to rest. Get some time in nature and nurture your body as it is spiritually awakening into greater light. I have watched you hurting and felt helpless to make life better for you. Loving you is having to make choices to let you be who you are, who you become, and all the who's yet to come. To love you is to ride the waves of our passionate embrace of life, ever mindful of the change in the wind and the occasional tempest brewing. So, yeah. This is a disagreement. It's just part of relationships, I think. And I think that it's saying that you have to do some praying, releasing of some old habits, either of you, and focus on what's important, which is the relationship. Weddings and all of that is commercial, okay? That's not important. All you need to get married is a license and a clerk to sign the license. What does that cost? $30? $15? But we have been socialized to believe that we have to have all of this, da-da-da-da-da, and the birds and the seeds and the rice and the, glitter and the balloons and, wedding party and the father dance and the DJ and all of that stuff that comes to a lot of money. That could be better spent on put towards a down payment on a house or paying back your student loans or putting money aside for children, nanny, preschool expenses as the marriage progresses. Things are expensive. A big wedding is not a requirement. It's a desire. It's not a necessity, no matter what you may have been socialized to believe. And sometimes we put a lot of strain on ourselves, and we start off our relationships with this big debt, going in, besides what other debts you may have. So we need to take the focus off of the commercialization of love. Love doesn't cost anything, so why should a wedding cost so much? I'm not saying that everybody should just go to the, town clerk and get a license, but I'm saying does it have to be all of that? Does it have to be the Cinderella, what is that? They have it down in Disney World. They do Disney World weddings all the time, and it's like, the Cinderella coach and the coachman and all of this other stuff. Girls have been having these big dreams about weddings. Well, it's our fault as parents and our parents and everybody's for, putting this idea in these kids' minds that they have to have this big wedding, or else what? Is in your marriage that you have on a destination voyage, or at the big church, or at the small church, or in your parents' living room, or at the Justice of the Peace, is the same wedding. You're still married. Because all you need is a license and pay the state the fee. Because all it is the state finding a way to capitalize on people wanting to be married. So we've created this institution that we now have to pay to be licensed to be in. If you really think about it, why? Why? The state is are they coming in and inspecting your marriage? I mean, what? Why do I have to have a license? Oh, so I could prove to everybody that the sex that we're having is legit, that it's sanctioned by the state. Some things, and again, it becomes commercial because now wedding planners are making money, and the catering halls are making money, and the chefs and the cooks and the waiters and the waitresses and the dressmakers and the bride's dresses and the shoes and the grooms and the limo drivers and all of this stuff. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for sometimes marriages that don't last long enough for you to pay off the credit cards. Or people are in the back of the reception opening up all the gift envelopes to see if they can afford to pay for the hall. Or pay for their honeymoon, their destination honeymoon, you know. People, we have to start shifting our focus and focus on what is important. I'm not trying to dash anybody's dreams here. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, but ladies, what are we doing? What are we doing to ourselves? What are we doing to these men that we love? Putting this extra added pressure and burden on them financially. Isn't it enough, the thought of committing yourself to someone for the rest of your life? Then on top of that, the pressure of the arrangements and the lists and the this and the rehearsals and all of this other crap. Really? Just go to the local church and tie some cans to the back of the car and say just married and just drive off and get on a plane and go to your honeymoon or something. Something to think about. I don't know why I went on that rant, but that's just how it came. Anyway, acceptance. Accept the changes. Accept your beloved with their flaws, even if he's tight, in your opinion, and even if she's frivolous with her spending, in your opinion. Look at that. That looks like someone who's asking someone to marry them right there on this card, right? And somebody's mother standing in the back watching. Earth Mother, right? So, just saying. Let's see if we can get anything from the Goddess Guidance Oracle in regards to this situation for you, dear. And then, we'll see what else. Okay, so this is also by Doreen Virtue. Guidance, Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. Green Tara. Start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything yourself. Like I said, these mothers want to invite extra people. These parents, let them chip in. Pay for them plates. Were they $75 a plate? That's on the cheap side, right? More than that. Ask them to chip in. All right. Green Tara. Tara is a Hindu and Buddhist goddess whose name means star. In the ancient Sanskrit language, her many personalities and aspects are represented by different colors. Green Tara is known for being a speedy helper who offers emergency aid and provides rapid understanding of situations and relationships. She rescues us by empowering us to save ourselves. And this is the message from Green Tara. When you feel resentment in your heart because you're carrying more than your share of the load, you're doing no favors for anyone, including yourself. You need to ask for help to ensure that you have private time for contemplation and rest. One of the reasons why I'm able to sit so peacefully is that I know the secret of true productivity. It doesn't come through struggle or strife. Rather, it comes from a clear and focused mind that's unchallenged by indecisiveness. You see, making decisions is the shortest route to triumphant passages. Once you make up your mind, the rest flows quite naturally. I therefore urge you to sit quietly and follow the footsteps of your mind. Be open to your heart's meanderings. They will quietly lead you to make your most important decisions, and the rest will fall into place. Various messages. Don't try to be Superman or Superwoman. Give your children chores. Ask your partner for help. Accept existence as it's offered to you. Release guilt or the belief that it's weak to ask for help. Be a team player. Okay, so self-forgiveness, we talked about. Asking other people to help out, chip in, give you some guidance or advice. All right? Start delegating. Start simplifying. Start minimizing. See what you can cut. See what you can eliminate. See what you can change. I bet you there's somebody's dad or mom to be more than happy to give them money to get on a plane and go to Las Vegas. I'm just saying. Las Vegas is a nice place. You get married and you can have a honeymoon. You can go to California. Right from there, you can go to San Francisco. You know, give yourself a break. All right, let's see if the Angel Answers Oracle want to get involved in this controversy. And this is by Doreen Virtue, too. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, let's see if we have any further advice for our Libra client in regards to this relationship and this situation. Ask your angels. So, you got to pray about it. Also, ask for help. Delegate. Ask your angels. Angels could be your spiritual guide, your ancestors, but it also could be those people around you who you can ask for help. Your angels, your friends, your mothers-in-laws. Ask your angels. All right. Numerology deck. And this is by Michelle Buchanan. Okay. In regards to this situation, can we get some guidance for our couple or for our client? Please. What should they be aware of in regards to this situation? Wow. 55 again. Adventure. 55. Wow. Alrighty. So let's see what 55 is about. That's deep. We got 55 from numerology. We got 55 from the Journey of Love. That's amazing. Right? 55. Acceptance and adventure. Wow, wow, wow. Well, let's see. Ashe, amen. Thank you, Egum. This card indicates a need to see your life as an adventure. No one knows what will happen tomorrow, so why not make the most of today? By drawing this card, you've been encouraged to step out of the rut of your everyday life to experience exciting new things. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just a couple of minor adjustments can add a little adventure and zing. It's time to be inquisitive and daring. You might want to rearrange your furniture or experiment with new styles of clothing. Perhaps you can eat a different type of food, take up a new hobby, or go on an overseas voyage. Sometimes a new version of something familiar is enough to shake things up. Even a random act of kindness can be an adventure in itself. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythms and cycles of your life. Cycles that are leading you towards new experiences and adventures. You've got people to meet and plenty of things to see. So open yourself up to the unknown, revitalize your soul, and broaden your horizons. Adventure stimulates the life force and enhances your connection to Source. The affirmation here is, I broaden my life experience and therefore expand the growth of my soul. So, maybe you need to look around and see if there are other options for whatever this is. And if this is about a wedding, other options of things that you can do. Some of the suggestions that I said, even though I know that might be a little drastic for a lot of us. But start delegating. Ask people to help you. Definitely. But something has to change. You're getting fives. Fives are about change, right? So, something has to change here. Or, maybe it is time to move on. If you can't come to a meeting of the minds on this issue. You have chemistry with this person, and you can be optimistic, and you should be, but you're going to have to make some changes. You're going to have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone, all right, to do things differently, to accept the situation and his limitations. And instead of being upset about it, make it an adventure. Okay, so we can't have the big wedding, or we can't go to this particular thing. Let's do something else. Let's make this fun. This is about starting your new life together on the right foot. So why not make it an adventure from the beginning? Anyway, I hope that this reading resonated with you. And I hope that everything works out. Let me know. Send me an email. All right. And anyone else who comes across this, if this resonates with you, hopefully make comments. If you missed this live stream, then you can solve that by subscribing and hitting the notifications bell so that whenever I say, all right, I feel like doing this morning, then you'll get the notification. And if you miss it, you'll see it as soon as you get online, right? I appreciate all the support, all the nice compliments, all of the comments, all of the requests for readings. So this is Resurrection Sunday is on this weekend. This again is Good Friday. So we need to stay prayerful and we need to stay mindful and remember what this date is supposed to be signifying, the importance of it in the Christian religions, Christian calendar. This is the big day, bigger than Christmas, really. But again, Christmas has been commercialized a lot more than Easter. Now, years ago, Easter was a big deal. I don't know if it's such a big deal. People used to dress the kids up and take them to church, but I don't know if they're doing that much anymore as they used to, but it was a big deal, right? In your Easter bonnet with all the frills upon it. But I think people have backed away from that a bit, but the holiday still exists, and the reason for the holiday still exists, right? And will always exist. So, same way that we see that Christmas has been commercialized, so has big weddings. So, just think about it. Just a thought. Anyway, thank you so much for asking for this reading. And I will be signing off now. Thank you, everyone who came by to say hi. and left comments and smiles. So thank you very much, and I'll be talking to you all soon. Have a wonderful weekend. Maybe I'll come back later if I feel like it. I don't know. But I'll see you guys soon because I have to start doing the readings for May. But I've already done April, so I got a little bit of time, right? All right. So if you want a reading, you can send me an email to pbtarot7@gmail.com. I'm also on Instago, InstantGo, INSTANTGO, and you just put in put in Ia Patsy or put in pbtarot7, and you should be able to find. Also, any of the videos that I've been putting up lately, the link for Instant Go will be there in the description page, okay? So, I'll be talking to everyone soon. Thank you so very much for your likes and your comments and your contributions. Thank you so much for being so sweet. People contributing without even getting readings. That's nice. I appreciate it. And my family appreciates it too. So, I'll be seeing everyone soon. Thank you for stopping by. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye.